Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingymajig's racing channel, where I just spout off to myself about various races in Gran Turismo. I don't know if you can hear me, because again, I'm just doing that. I'm waiting. Oh, it's saying upcoming, but not started yet, has it? Oh, it's upcoming. God, there's a delay. So, yes, and like Britney Spears, whoops, I've done it again. I've gone and joined another league for racing shenanigans. I honestly don't think this is working. I'm keeping an eye out, but nothing seems to be happening. I'll click on it and nothing. Oh, yeah, no, I'm there. Look, wow. Why say upcoming if it's actually on? You us. So yeah, I've done it again. I've joined another league. We were racing with the we are currently racing with the Ultimate Racing Guys League, and I've also joined the Amigos Racing Team. Sorry, I'm fanny assing around with phones and stuff. I know you don't want to hear any of that. I've joined the Amigos Racing Team because this league interested me. They're easy to find. They were on, I think they're on Facebook. I knew them from Discord. I've kind of known them for a long time. I used to commentate for them a while back. And so I've been in their Discord for a while and stuff. And this league, I must say, I love the little Mazda Miata. So that intrigued me. And it's also going to be using the Alfa Romeos 155s classic. So yeah, look, I'm padding because I'm just messing about. That's it, you've got all my attention now. So yeah, it's the Amigos Racing Team. I've known them for a while. I really liked the look of this league. It's using the Mazdas 1 week, the Alfa 155 the week after. It's interesting tracks that you don't often see coming around, so that piqued my interest. And it's kind of lengthy. This one's 38 laps, but it's a minute a lap less than a minute a lap time. So the fuel's on times 10, and I think the tyres are on times 3 or something like that. And that was the rules. There's no tyre rules. Racing tyres, softs, mediums, and hards available. The bop's on, so it's not tuning or anything like that. But you know, who needs that hassle in their life? So without any more padding or messing about, let's just crack on and have a look at the grid. They qualified for 5 minutes, man. But like I said, it's about 5 laps if you time it just about right. Maybe 6 if you're really good at your timing, but that'd be a push. So they qualified for 5 minutes. Pretty sure everyone went with softs. I didn't look beforehand. Shall we look at the grid and introduce the players? Here we go then. So your top 2 is Super Squid on pole with Quinny in 2nd place. 3rd place goes to No Hassle in a lovely BASF looking livery. And 4th there is Nick J. Baker. Looking at 5th is Airport Hobo. And in 6th, we have Webson's. Lovely JPS livery there. In 7th place, we have Bukta Boy in Pingu's getaway car. And in 8th place, we have Dave Finn Coyle. Ninth on the grid then is Thingymajig in the Milwaukee Mazda, and in 10th is Urban Fire in the Yellow Streak. So that is your runners, 38 laps around Lago, did I even tell you the track? Lago Maggiore, West End, and reverse as well, I think. And I've never actually ridden that bitch, so it was a new one for me, and I've got to say, big fan of the Mazda, big fan of the track. Really enjoyed it. Don't take my enthusiasm and excitement of anything good coming from this race from me. Remember, it's me, average driver number 2. So let's have a look at them blasting off, shall we? The lights are on, the guys are lined up, you know the grid. Let's go! 38 laps around a very minute racetrack is going to bring hijinks, surely. So Super Squid leads them away, but already Art Quinny having a look up the inside, but there is no inside to go up there when Super Squid is behind the wheel, and Quinny then just has to have a look whilst No Hassle right on his tail, wanting some of that action, and Nick Baker also in the thick of all of this. My word, oh, there's a slide there from No Hassle. Can Nick pick something up here with Airport Hobo following him around? And we've got contact there. People facing all sorts of ways, and Sundays and damage. Let's have a quick recap of what, oh yeah, we kind of got it there, didn't we? So Dave Fincoil with Urban Fire behind. Thingamajig's dropped right to the back. And did that pay off for him? Everything looks tidy and good here. And oh, it's just a little miscalculation there. And nothing to see here, sir. And Thingymajig and Websons move up 6th and 7th. And Thingymajig looking like he's going to mount an attack on the JPS Cruiser, with Butler Boy dusting off and moving on up. Urban Fire in 9th with Fincoil in 10th place. Super Squid leads, and he's pulled a gap out from Quinny. No Hassle in 3rd. We've got a lovely little group of sim racers here, as we can see them here out in the wild doing their natural thing. And Nick Baker it's No Hassle, sorry, is leading that little troop of sim racers around here at Lago. We're already on lap 2. That's how short the lap is. Websons, took me ages to work out where the start-finish line was. I think I was on like lap 5 when I thought, oh, all right, that's where it is. So Websons in 6th, but he's smashing it. And Thingamajig can all but taste. Oh, Thingamajig nearly doing the same as our mate Dave did. And Butler Boy wastes no time. Look at him. The man is an absolute beast in the Pingu Cruiser, and he easily eradicates Thingamajig, moving on up to 7th spot. Thingamajig in 8th with Urban Fire in 9th, and Dave playing catch up after that earlier collision. Super Squid is leading from Quinny. Quinny's pulled it back though. Quinny's pulling it back, the gap. Oh no, Airport Hobo, he's got past No Hassle, but he's picked up a half a second penalty in doing so, and No Hassle takes it back. There you go. Blessed be the Amigos racing team and their racing. So Airport Hobo has now got to worry about BFER, which I know what that means because I know them as well. That's black flag. Got to be very careful these days on how you say things. Black flag E races, I think. I might got the E and the races part wrong, but they're definitely black flag. Black flag. So Super Squid then leads the way with Quinny right up his japs. Oh no, that's probably not right either. So No Hassle 3rd. Nick is in 4th with Airport Hobo, keeping him a very close company. The American knows how to drive. He's mastered the art of the corner. He can go right and left. So Airport Hobo all up and in Nick's business. Man, it's got this weird lag when I move from car to car. It's uncomfortable. Oh, I had storage issues. Can you imagine if it cuts off before and I didn't check? Because that is a weird lag when I swap between cars. So 6th is Webson. Oh no! Nick's taken a trip to the outside. And was that under his own pressure, or did something else happen there? Go on then, it only just happened. Not that I want to lengthen the race anymore. We've got to keep him within the flow. I think that was under his own duress, your honour. Yes, he just loves to give that little spin. And there he goes. Beautiful stuff, and giving everyone behind him an extra spot, which is always nice. Urban Fire there, as was in that early of lap 1 hairpin crash, as was Dave, and them two are racing hard with each other. They're catching. Nick having that trip with Thingamajig now up into 7th, finally finding the 58s like everyone else around him. Butler Boy in the 58s as well. He's churning it out, and Webson's there in 5th. Also in the 58s, everyone's touching those 58s now, with Airport Obo after serving his penalty. Oh, you got to be careful, our lads. You get the penalties that way. No Hassle in third, Quinny. And Quinny and Super Squid are playing a game of cat and mouse here. Are they fuel saving? Who knows? Who can tell? So Super Squid is leading the way with Quinny in second. No Hassle is in third with Airport Hobo in fourth. Thingymajig fifth. Webson sixth. Butler Boy in seventh. Dave Fincoil. Dave Fincoil's moved up. Oh, hang on. Oh no, Nick's gone back even further. And Urban Fire has dropped back as well. And Dave has moved up 2 positions. I'm not going to keep going back. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Butler Boy is down into 7th behind Thingymajig. It's all gone strangely different, but the same. No, I cannot say. Maybe Butler Boy is starting to fuel save. He's got a bit more fuel than a Thingymajig at the moment. Thingymajig pushing hard with Webson. It's so fast out there. You miss it. This is the way of the racing with the Mazda, the little Miata. It's a struggle to keep track of everything that goes on. Airport Hobo, he's still in fourth, chasing No Hassle. No Hassle is chasing Quinny. Quinny's now touching the 57s, and Super Squid did that the lap before. The fuel is looking similar. No Hassle looks like he's saving fuel. I think you get at full pelt. I managed about 13 laps on a tank, making it a 2-stop race, and the tyres barely got a touch in. So No Hassle then, smashing it out there, but is he saving fuel or is he just not as fast as the guys ahead? Airport Hobo is hanging around there in fourth with Webson in fifth. He's being chased by Thingymajig here. And this is a very tricky corner as they go down the hill. The car's wiggling, braking it to try and get it down to first gear. Get around that corner, and Webson's going for a detour. But he's coming back again. He hasn't lost any momentum, just his direction. And then down this hill, braking right at the end of that curb, slinging it in, trusting the car. And the car will deliver. And that is just coming up now to the start straight finish, I believe. There's the pit lane to our right. And the big blue thing across the top there is the lap counter going across. There we go. That's virtually a lap around West End of the Magua. Thingymajig then on chase for Websons as Butler Boy finds himself behind Thingy again. And Fincoil, who we thought was out of this race, ironically it's them two that had the coming together, and Fincoil's got 57s. Fincoil has got 57s right in his pocket and could play a part later in this race. Lap 8 of 38, so they've got 30 left to do, and they're all about half a tank. Nick in 9th, but he's got 57s in his pocket as well, and Urban Fire is last. And I'm unsure why he's very last. I don't know if he's backed off a bit or if he's had a spin. Did a 1:11 on lap 6. That's almost, 12 seconds slower. So maybe he'll change tactics now. He's off the pack a little bit. Super Squid and Quinny are now duking it out. We must be closing in to a pit stop soon, as these two are trying to get track dominance upon each other. Quinny is trying to dominate Super Squid from behind, and we're all watching it. No Hassle all on his own in 3rd spot, and his name echoes the race for him. No Hassle so far, unless he's fuel saving, because he has got less fuel than these guys. Maybe he's hoping to go for a lap or so longer. I don't think all the fuel saving in the world is going to turn this into a one-stop. Someone just come out of the pits. It's Urban Fire. New tyres, filled up with fuel. He couldn't have used all the fuel he's got. And is he just going to go for is he going to try and go the whole race without a pit stop? Wouldn't that be something? That would be something to behold. So Super Squid on the schnizzle in the lead. doing his thing, looking glorious and rather blue with the purple lap times. But Art Quinny is giving it his all in the White Rider, chasing down the leader here. We've got No Hassle in third, Airport Hobo in fourth, Webson's in fifth, above excuse me above Thingymajig in sixth, Bupter Boy in seventh, and Nick in eighth at the moment. This is the racing that's on the screen. There isn't much going on elsewhere. It looks like near the back there might be something bubbling, brewing and bubbling below the surface, but they're all around. Oh, he's going for a move in the hairpin, but no, thinks better of it, backs out of that one, and Super Squid along on his way. A 57.2 last time around for Super Squid. Quinny doing a 57.3. Nothing in it between these two. He's giving Super Squid a little flash. Hello, darling. Do you like the look of these? These are my lights. These are my headlights. How are yours? You little treasure. A No Hassle there in a third spot with Airport Hobo. On the hunt, 58.4s. Webson's doing 57s. Oh my word, and Airport Hobo is guzzling fuel as he goes along. So Airport Hobo might find himself in a little bit of trouble. I do apologise for that weird little delay between changing cars. It is rather, it takes you out of it, doesn't it? Wish it had a smoother cruise between cars. Thingymajig then, he's in the 57s now because the car's lighter, obviously. That's what's causing that. And he's chasing down Webson, but Webson's a little bit faster and a little further away. Nick's the man though, 57.5. But here we go, Bupter Boy. Bupter Boy's dropped down another position. It looks like Nick just pulled the move on Bupter Boy, and Bupter Boy there in the Pingu getaway car is under fire from Dave, who was ahead of those two. Oh man, I should stick around down the back here. I'm missing all the action. Watching those boring guys up at the front, just going their fast laps. Do some racing. Look at these guys, they're flying. So Dave getting the car a little sideways over the curbs there. Bupter Boy chasing down our man Nick, who's on the comeback. He's a comeback kid with Thingymajig in sixth. Thingamajig's fuel is now flashing on lap 13. Webson's, oh, he's got good fuel still with Airport Hobo. His fuel's flashing. Who's going to pit first? No Hassle's got loads of fuel. He's going for a great strategy here. He's going to go long. Super Squid's fuel's flashing, and so is Art Quinny. He's Quinny. Art is the team he races for. Amigos racing team. I've got to keep saying it. Got to get it in there. Free advertising for all of the 4 people that will watch this. No Hassle. I saw a move then, did I? Oh no! Super Squid's peeled off into the pits. Quinny has done what he has not done. He's done the opposite. No Hassle. He's got loads of fuel. Don't expect him to come into the pits. Then Airport Hobo goes past the pits. He's barely got no fuel. He's going to run out. Webson's in. Thingymajig is in. Nick he could go again, possibly. He'll be pushing it. And Nick does go again, and so does Bupter Boy. Bupter Boy, loads of fuel on board, so the rest of them in the pits. Super Squid's going to be out pretty soon. He's topped right up. Doesn't look like he's changed his tyres. He's kept the same tyres on. He's come out in 6th place. Surely Quinny will be in at the end of this lap. No Hassle as well. Could go a couple of laps here. Interesting strategy. Let's get the calculators out, boys. Let's work it out. Oh, well, if he can save fuel for another extra 5 laps, he can do a short stint at the end on light fuel tanks against those around him on heavy. Well, no, because they would have burnt the fuel off. So Quinny is in. No Hassle. He's going to go again. Nick. Ooh, Nick's going to have to pit. Bupter Boy is in 4th place now. He did not pit. Super Squid is in 5th, the leader. So Airport Hobo is still travelling. He is still travelling. He has not reached the pits yet, and Thingymajig has not caught him up. This is a shock. With, well, Thingymajig and Webson's. Oh, Thingymajig somehow jumped Webson. Webson changed his tyres. Webson's changed his tyres to give up the position on Thingymajig. Airport Hobo is getting bang out of the way. Nick did go into the pits. Quinny come out of the pits behind Super Squid. all is resumed. The same status quo has happened. No hassle though. His fuel is flashing. He's going to have to pit in the next lap or two. Or is that too obvious? With Butter Boy also with a flashing fuel tank. Super Squid preparing himself to take back over the lead of this manic race. Quinny, there goes No Hassle, he's into the pits. So Thingamajig's up to 5th, he jubbed Websons, and poor old Airport Hobo, who is now finally in the pits, has lost an absolute shed load of time with missing the pit lane or missing his fuel counter, one or the other. Butter Boy's leading, still not pitted, one of the only ones to not pit. Super Squid is in second, and there's still nothing in it between the two leaders here. Oh, as someone comes out of the pits. Is that a lap down? They've got a wiggle on there. Quinny's got distracted by the lapped car, and that gives Super Squid an absolute wide open goal there to go and put some lovely fast laps or fast corners in. And there Quinny has got past the back of markers. No Hassle in 4th place, but that's because Butter Boy has yet to pit. Thingamajig up into 5th just by pure luck and holding on to the road, I believe. Webson changed his tyres and has conceded the position to Thingamajig. Nick, we saw having that spin has put him on the back foot. He's pitted. He's on his way. He's ahead of Fincoil in 8th place. And they're both ahead of Urban Fire, who we believe is going for a he's had a stop, but he's going very deep. That's what she said. And Airport Hobo had the unfortunateness of running out of fuel. Super Squid then is absolutely loving life. He's got a huge gap. He's got a massive canyon betwixt himself and Quinny. So Super Squid, all he has to do is drive straight, and he's going to get this one home free. Quinny in 2nd place, and No Hassle there back into 3rd as Butter Boy has now pitted. He's come out ahead of Urban Fire, but behind the Fincoil. Dave Fincoil, and he's not that far behind the Nicks. Let's get on board with Fincoil, old Davey. Everyone knows a Dave. Everybody's dead, Dave. Around the hairpin. Chasing down Nick J. Baker for the Black Flag E-Racing team. E-Racing. It's on Discord, I can quickly look. It looks to me like the Nickster is pulling away with no worries, no stress. Right, Black Flag, here we go, that's them. Yeah, Black Flag E-Racing. That's it, Black Flag E-Racing, BFER. And Nick is pulling. Oh no, Nick, what did you go and do? What could you do? What did you go and do? So the Fincoil is up and into 6th place now, chasing Websons. The gap isn't huge, you know. Gap is not huge between 4th, 5th and 6th. Everything's still there to play for. Super Squid must have made oh wow, he did a 1 minute lap time. And that has put Quinny, and Super Squid is sliding. His tentacles must have got in the way, and that gives Quinny a look up the inside. Quinny's going for a late break there. This is a very, very rocky corner to start doing silly bugger things. And they both survive. Unbelievable. That is one of the last places I would have gone for an overtake. But my man Quinny managed it, but Super Squid's going to pay him back in this hairpin with an underneath, and there you go. Thank you, sir. That's how it's done. Oh, they're still side by side coming up the hill, and the Airport Hobo kicking up a lot of dust there in last place, and Quinny's still got it, but Super Squid's giving it his mightiest try, maximum effort all the way, and unfortunately Super Squid has to brake to ruin the fun, and Quinny leads this race then after 20 laps of 2nd place. unbelievable stuff. And Super Squid having a look around the outside just to see. You never know. Is he going to do the what? No, Quinny's pulled it right onto the apex there, giving Super Squid absolutely Bob's all's chance of getting up there. Now, are these two just going to continuously race so we can't watch anyone else race? Is this it now? Is this going to turn into the Quinny and Super Squid show? I'm down with that. I'm okay. Oh, side by side, coming back up the hill. And there we go, Super Squid. Just, what was that? Outdrafting him? Better drive out the corner. Whoa! Having a little kiss with the barrier. That's, excuse me, got to be a penalty. Has it not? Did he not? Well, I mean, he got penalised by... Oh, he's going for it again. Check this pair out. Absolutely slinging it. And I'm sure in the chat I heard that Super Squid's had a bit of a break from racing. He's had a hiatus. Or was it Quinny? It's one or t'other. One of them two. Haven't raced for a while. Whoa, back end wanting to step out on the Squid, whilst Quinny is getting an absolute glorious lesson in how to get round Lago Maggiore, a West Endo. And Hassel's catching him, you know. I can see with my own eyes. I think these two smashing it out between the pair of them is bringing No Hassel back into the game. He's in the arena. No Hassel joins the chat. And Super Squid then retakes the lead from our man Quinny. Beautiful. Beautiful display of racing here. I can't cut away. It's cracking. Woof. Woof, woof. There goes Quinny. I thought he had that one. I thought he had it. It's around the outside. Look at the respect paid between the two drivers here as they make their way around. It is absolutely glorious, although that was a little tap, but it didn't cause any no cause, no effect. So No Hassel is getting back into the chat, like we said. These guys are doing 50, well, there was 57 in there, but they're both in the 58s that last time around, giving No Hassel the opportunity to bring the hassle. Thingamajig's up to fourth. Now, I don't, what? No. Oh, someone who? Oh, was it Bupter Boy pitting, maybe? No, Nick's dropped. No, he was behind Thingamajig. Well, Thingamajig's up to fourth, but that doesn't seem correct. I think it is because Bupter Boy pitted, possibly. It's weird, isn't it? He didn't change his tyres last time around. He's got about half a tank of fuel. His closest rival is going to be Webson, and maybe Fincoil could catch him as well. So Thingamajig, lots of threats behind him, with Webson, Fincoil and Bupter Boy on a different strategy altogether. We've got the Nick absolutely slinging it down there in 8th place with Airport Hobo, making up a position. Oh no, it looks like our man Urban Fire got caught out by the pit lane entry or exit. Super Squid and Quinny still at it, still going for it. We love them for it. Oh yeah. There we go. Actually, that'd be better. So on board, looking backwards from Super Squid, and you can see Quinny trying to line him up as the dust gets kicked up there. And, again, whoa, way off track. Way off of the map was that one. And still, Quinny does not get the move sealed. He does now, though. Super Squid gave it a go, didn't he? With dirty tyres into the corner. But it didn't pay off for him. So then Quinny gets the lead. Super Squid chases. No Hassel. Is he getting closer? He's got more fuel, remember, than these guys, but he is burning it now. He is getting closer. Come on, No Hassel. Give it some, old welly. Thingamajig in 4th. He's miles off of that fight, but they are all ganging up on him behind. Webson's keeping pace. 57.9. Thingamajig hasn't really managed to get the 57s. I think he's trying to be careful not to throw the car off, aware of the older tyres, whereas Webson's quite comfortable. Oh, Webson, because he changed his tyres, didn't he? Of course, I remember now. special. Fincoil, old Dave. He's done well, hasn't he, really? To say he was last. Oh, he's coming across the lapped Urban Fire. And it just hasn't played off at Urban Fire at the moment, his strategy. But he gave it a go. He found himself in at the back with the early lap collision. And he went for something different, radical, possibly. But it's not paid off for him. But it's a learning curve. You'll know for the next time in the Mazdas. Buctor Boy, they are very, very thin. They're very. They can take you by surprise under braking. They're very lively when you put the brakes on. You've got to do that braking very easy. So we've got a fight here because Nick is all up and in Buctor Boy's business. It's a 57.3 from Nick. Buctor Boy managed to get 58.6, but he might be fuel saving. Look at the difference in fuel. Nick's got a quarter of a tank, and Buctor Boy has got half a tank. So, as cool as Pingu, Buctor Boy keeping it on the down low because he's going for something. Nick's going for something. He's going for the position, but he's going to be pitting earlier. And there we go. He's nearly completed, and he does complete by the second part of the corner. And that is Nick. Super Squid's in. Super Squid has burnt through fuel, has he not? No, yeah, because Quinny's low as well. No Hassle has pitted earlier, which you think every bit of fuel would count. You need it, although we've only got, what, 12 laps left? So it is covered. Thingymajig, he's not flashing yet, and Webson is really closing in now. Webson, he's getting themselves ready to make the jump. Thingymajig, 58.5, 58.5 again. Is the tyres starting to... Is he starting to feel the tyres? Possibly. Quinny's still going. Super Squid's back out in 4th place with No Hassle out in 5th. They've both filled up. They've both changed tyres. It's race on until the end, I reckon, to the flag. Nick's there in 6th, not yet pitted, ahead of Buctor Boy, who we don't suppose is going to pit anytime soon. He can't take that car to the end, surely. Fincoil's in. Old Dave. He's filled. He's on his way out. Urban Fire is behind the 3rd place. No, not 3rd place at the moment, because Thingymajig and Websons is up there. Quinny's come into the pits, so we need to watch Super Squid, do we not? Super Squid is where we should be watching. Or should we be watching Quinny? Quinny's filling up. Super Squid's coming. Thingy's in the pits. Webson's in the pits. Oh, Thingy's got a little more fuel than Webson's. He might be able to do a shorter stop, and Quinny easily out ahead of Super Squid. Look at that. He has opened up a major gap. What? Oh, he hasn't changed his tyres and he hasn't fully fueled, but still, that's a big gap. I don't know what happened. No Hassle there. He's about similar to Super Squid. Quinny just had an absolute blinding pit stop, it seems, or an in-lap. Who knows? Nick's not pitted yet. He's up to 4th. Buctor Boy's up to 5th. Buctor Boy might be trying to go to the end. Webson's got the jump on Thingymajig. Thingymajig changed tyres. Webson's didn't, and he didn't fill up. So Thingymajig, with that fuel advantage, totally threw it all away and lost position to Websons. Well done, Websons. Absolute well played. Cracking stuff. Knew exactly what he was doing. He sped it up, didn't he, just before his pit stops. Got right on the tail of Thingymajig, and he absolutely trounced him. That was a battle of the pit crew, and the JPS team came on top. Thingymajig then down in 7th. How is it looking between Fincoil? It's not far. Oh my word. Thingamajig's in trouble. He really is. Nick's into the pits. He's fighting with Dave. He's going to come out right behind Thingamajig. Thingamajig is going to finish last. I'm telling thee, because they're all going to have him. Quinny absolutely blinding pit stop or in lap, one or the other, because he has opened an absolute huge chasm between himself and Super Squid. And No Hassle seems to still be the same distance from Super Squid, which leads me, science, to think that it's Quinny that's done the pulling away. Buctor Boy still not pitting. Quarter of a tank left. Ooh, it's less than 10 laps. I mean, can he do it? It'll be a big one. Webson's in 5th. Pulling away from Thingymajig. And Dave is out of the pits. Nick's out behind Dave, and it seems like Nick's lost a bit of time there as well on his man Dave. Dave didn't change his tyres. No, Airport Hobo. Sorry, I'm all the way wrong. Dave, I think he did change his tyres, but so did Nick. Yes, it's an odd. Some of these coming out of the pits in this second phase has been quite odd. It must be different fueling, but they look pretty much the same. Oh, Dave's asked. I mean, Nick has asked too much from it, but he's survived. But is that Airport Hobo is quite away from that action. Airport Hobo's right in the middle of something there. Who's coming past him? The leaders? No? No one. Is he racing? Oh, he's coming up to lap. Oh, his Airport Hobo has come up to lap Urban Fire. I see. Yes. No, they're on the same lap, are they? Interesting. They're on the same lap, but I think Urban Fire's having to go slower, because of fuel. Look at him in the 1 minuters. And Airport Hobo then, after his fuel dilemmas, has caught up last place and he's got through. Sweet stuff. Art Quinney into the 56, but he's not the fastest. Super Squid is with the 56.7. Oh my word, stop the press. Super Squid flying, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything in the next 7 laps. Who knows though? Keep them peeled. No Hassle in third, and his race has exactly been that. No hassle. No one's giving him any jip from behind. Oh, Buckter Boy's not pitted. Oh, it's red, it's flashing red. And Buckter Boy, I don't think he's going to strangle that fuel to the end of this race. Webson's doing an absolutely splendid job there after pulling one on over Thingy and leaving Thingy in the dust. Look at the gap. Thingy can't do anything about it, but Dave, is he catching up with Thingy? No, there's a nice gap between him and Dave. Nick's dropped back a little bit. Airport Hobo is... oh, someone's had a spin. Who's had a spin? Was it No Hassle? It's Super Squid, was it? Oh my word. Oh my lords. So Super Squid pushing to try and close that gap between himself and Quinney. And he sends it too hard around. That's barely nothing, wasn't it? Oh, bless. That was hardly a thing. Not a thing. And there comes No Hassle with second place gifted, tied with a nice little bow and saying Merry Christmas. So Super Squid then down into third. Webson's has moved up to fourth with Buckter Boy into the pits. Thingamajig's moved up into fifth. Dave's up into sixth. Where is Buckter going to come out? Can he beat the Nick? Who knows? There he goes. Pingo's getaway car is on its way onto the track, and he is ahead of Nick, but not by a much, really. One small mistake, he's not changed tyres. Finkel's on the chase, 58.5. Where's his 57's gone? Where has Dave's 57's gone? Is he pushing too hard? Is he cooking it? Thingamajig, he's only early 58s. Webson's in the 58.4s. I think with it getting darker, well, these guys are doing 56s, so that blows that out the window. No Hassle in the 57s. Is Super Squid going to catch him up in the next 5 laps? Sorry, math is never my strong subject. Quinney then is in fourth. See what I did there? So Quinney's in first. 57.6s. He's not going to be caught, is he? He's not going to be caught. He's got this one in the bag. Can we say that? Are we trying to curse him? Not at all. No Hassle in second. Always rooting for No Hassle from the beginning. The car struck me. I liked it. I looked across the bonnet to him and I thought, oh, you're a kindred soul. So No Hassle up into second. Super Squid though is pushing on, and this one really did look like a Super Squid win right at the very beginning, didn't it? Did it not seem to have a Super Squid feel win about it? It had that texture of a Super Squid win, but it has not turned out that way at the moment. He's fighting for a podium again. He is absolutely chugging on it. Webson too far behind though to try and get that third, and he's maintaining his lap times, keeping Thingymajig pushing. which he is doing so. Dave is keeping Thingymajig on his toes, and there still is action to be had, possibly. Butter Boy out ahead of Nick. He's in a bit of no man's land there, a little too far away from the Dave, and a little too close, but he didn't change his tyres, so he can't even argue that he's got fresher tyres on. And the Nick, he's a fast lad, is Nick, but too many mistakes. But this is the thing, this is the jeopardy. You want to do the speeds, you've got to put the car to the edge. And when you're on the edge, it's a thin line. So Nick is pushing with everything he's got. Airport Hobo, he's not in the fight, is he? He's not in the fight, he's just there bringing it home for 9th. And Urban Fire also bringing it home for 10th. I don't think there's anything there for him. Quinny's absolutely flying, no hassle in 2nd. And Super Squid is pushing. And Webson's pulling away from Thingymajig. There is no racing now. They're just all bringing it home. They've settled for their positions. Now, they're all a little spread, isn't they, really? There's not much you can do in this situation, except for just drool over the sexy little Mazda going round and round. Car 77 there. It's my brother-in-law's number. Big word out to Homesick Alien. And Nick might steal that fastest lap at the looks of it. He's got a purple. We're on lap 35 of 38. All the pit stops are done. This is the run to the end. And then that's round 1 of the Mazda / Alfa League underway. I think next round is Blue Moon. One of the Blue Moon infield something reverse. It's technical, and it's that'll be the Alfa Romeo 155 doing battle around there. And Nick did not get that fastest lap. 58. Oh, there's a yellow flag ahead of him. Who could... Oh, it's Urban Fire, unfortunately. Urban Fire not having the best of rounds. And let's hope the Alphas are friendlier to him. So Quinny is there leading with no hassle, collecting that 2nd place. And EO Super Squid, a pint. Webson's there in 4th place, best of the rest, with Thingymajig trying to close in at 57.9. But 58.4 from Webson's, but I think it's all a little too late. Pie in the sky as Quinny gets himself past Urban Fire. He's not quite on his last lap, but he's making his way round to start his final lap anytime soon. No hassle, and it looked like we were worried that Super Squid was going to rock up to the back and no hassle, but no hassle had it in the bag, ladies and gents. So Super Squid in 3rd, Webson's in 4th, and I believe at the moment Thingymajig praying to every deity that exists to do something to that car. Just let it go over the curb a little bit, spin out, you know. Although 5th place on with a lot of faster people behind him. Dave's faster, Butter Boy's faster. You got to take it, ain't you? When you're a slow bugger, or you know, just below average. When luck comes your way, don't diss it. So a great 5th place for Thingymajig. Dave's pushing though, look at him, he's not giving up on that 5th place with a Butter Boy. He tried something radical with the strategy. I don't think it's paid off for him. And Nick is closing up. So I don't know if Butter Boy's having to save fuel. It's only 1 lap, surely not. Airport Hobo is on his final lap, so that means we see Quinny cross the line for the win. Super stuff. And no hassle, bringing it home in 2nd place. Who would have thunk it? Well done, no hassle, great drive with Super Squid, who we really did think was going to be the winner of this race. He's bringing it home in 3rd, and I think that makes this championship a little bit spicy. Going into the 2nd round, Webson gets himself 4th spot in a magnificent looking vehicle, the JPS Mazda Lotus Renault team. With all those people behind him, no wonder he did so well. So Webson crosses the line for 4th place. Thingymajig gets himself a 5th place, and Dave Finkel grabs himself 6th spot. And Butter Boy, he does make it. The fuel is fine. As Airport Hobo gives a barrier a knock. Oh, and poor old Nick picked up a penalty on his final lap. Airport Hobo finished in 9th, and Urban Fire already finished in 10th, and Nick gets himself 8th spot. So there you go. There we have it. 38 laps, and round 1 is slap bang done. We've got it under our belts. It's out there. The stream's done. We can all relax. We can all just take a minute and reflect. So, Quinny chased on that race. He absolutely hounded Super Squid, flashed him a few times, did whatever he could to get that first, and in the end, he got first. No hassle, just chilling, just cruising around, letting everyone drop off the track, and no, he drove well. He got 2nd place. Super Squid, he danced with the fire, and the fire burnt him. Should have been a win for Super Squid, I believe. He got the fastest lap of the race, but brings it home for bronze. But cracking race from Super Squid and Quinny there. Absolutely humdinger. Very close quarter stuff. Enjoyed it immensely. Hats off to thee. Webson's pulled a fast one on that last pit stop, and there was no looking back after that one, and he got himself a well-deserved 4th spot. With Thingymajig happy with 5th, but thought maybe, look at all that fuel he had left. What did Webson have? Even Webson's had more fuel. Oh, what a plum. The left plum, the useless one. Come on, lads. You know you all prefer your right plum to your left plum. Dave in 6th, and well, with lap 1 shenanigans happening, it's a good drive, really. I imagine he'd take 6th. He probably could have been up there with the lap times he was producing. Bupta Boy went for something different, tried out something. He took a walk on the wild side, and he ended up in 7th, and I think his pace, really, he would have been up there as well. Some people out of position, I think, due to out of their control factors. Nick as well, pushing hard, fast man, but on the edge, he finds himself spinning, or not spinning, but just having to lift and coast, boys, lift and coast. Airport Hobo, unfortunately, running out of fuel. He was in a strong position. He was fighting hard, and the fuel gauge tricked him into another lap. Just said, you can do one more, just one more, go on. And he couldn't. So Airport Hobo coming home in 9th, again out of position. This is great for Thingymajig. I'm taking it home, man. And Urban Fire, not sure he got involved in that first lap. He's got pace. He was doing 58s. He could have stuck with the Websons and Thingamajigs, and but I think he went for a bit of a radical strategy, thinking he was already at the back. He might as well try something, and it ended up not really paying off for him. He nearly got a Hobo, but not quite. Right then, well, there you go. That's our 2nd league. I hope this is all right. Thanks for watching anyway, if you did. I appreciate it. You don't have to like. You don't have to do all of that crap YouTube stuff that every cheesy YouTuber wants you to do. I'm not a cheesy YouTuber. I just enjoy doing commentary on races and, you know, meeting new people in different leagues. Because these sim races are a kooky lot, I tell you. It was quite funny, actually, driving around. There were, the one quote I heard was, you've got more weave than a Chinese laundrette or something. And I thought that was rather funny. And there was some others. But yeah, great group of lads, great racing. Hey, I tell you what, if you can find them on Facebook, or you know, if I was an IT guy, I would put the link in the description or something, because I hear people say the link's in the description, but I'm not, so it's not. Google it like everyone else. Amigos Racing Team. I'm sure something will come up, and you'll find your way there. And come and join us on Wednesday evenings for the Mazda Alfa League, and it's got a bit spicier. Next week's settings stay the same for the Alphas, but then I think every week after that, the tyre wear goes up, so it's times 3. So by the end of the championship, the tyre wear is going to be times 10 with the fuel at times 10 as well. And that is going to make for some interesting shenanigans, I'm sure. So it's 8-week long championship, 8 rounds. Okay, no more to say. I don't know why I've been looking at Urban's back end. We should be looking at the Quinn because he's the one that won. Anyway, thanks. Take care of yourselves. Tooroo. Peace and love. Peace and love.